What a crazy day for the stock market today, guys. Let's just dive right into it. We had all the indexes go up on the day. We had the Dow Jones lead the way up over 1%. We had the Russell up 0.2% as the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 each went up about 0.8%. And the crazy thing is, guys, earlier in the day, most of the indexes, except for the Dow because of CRM, Salesforce, but earlier in the day, most of the indexes were in the red. And now, like I just said, everything ended up going in the green. We had the VIX down about 5%. I think metals went down as well. Yeah, silver, gold, each of those went down. So let's just dive into the video. We're going to break down the markets today, and we're going to talk about some stocks that reported earnings this morning. So if you guys find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the best stock market channel on YouTube, which is this channel you're watching right now. Hit that subscribe button, guys, and let's dive right into it. So you'll see a lot of the green came at about 1:30 to about 1:40 p.m. on the East Coast. That's when Triple Q was right around $290, which you guys know that's a big level of resistance. Well, it was. Now we broke right through it, and you know that it used to be a support, a couple days ago. Let me pull up this 20-day chart. You'll see it. A couple days ago, we held 290, and then this morning, we broke under it. We actually got the 288, which means we took out the lows. We hit a lower low, and the fact that we broke right past 290, we saw the bulls retake that level and close all the way in the mid-290s. That's a very good sign in the short term for the bulls. But look at this, guys. We're still at a very big level of resistance. We're right by this trend line right here on the 20-day chart on Triple Q. We're right under the 180 SMA, which is right around 293-ish. So, yeah, I mean, it's great that we had that rally into close, but the reality of the matter is, guys, we are still in a downtrend. Now, sure, if Triple Q starts breaking out of 293, we start ripping past 295, we break past 300, that would be grounds for a legitimate reversal, but we're not there yet. And it's the same exact thing here on the S&P 500. Let me show you guys SPY very quickly here. Let's pull it up. You'll see we hit 391 in the morning, which took the lows out from a couple days ago, and we broke that key level of, support right around 394, 395. Then we ended up retaking that level with that massive move that we had in the latter half of the day. You guys can see at about 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast. This went from 393, we retook 395, and we ran all the way up to $398 a share. You can see it right here, and I mean, that was a move from the pre-market low of 391 to 398. We're talking a move of almost 2%, throughout the course of the day, essentially, on SPY. And Triple Q in the same time period probably went up even more. It definitely did. Let's take a look here from 288 to 293, actually right around 1.8, 1.7% like SPY. So bulls came to play today. Bulls came to play, but again, we're at a major resistance on the 20-day chart. What's going to happen here? That is the million-dollar question moving forward, guys. So I'm going to set my alerts at, let's say, 300. Actually, I'll put one at $400 on SPY. Mark is at or above $400. Let me do that now. And on Triple Q, I'll set my alert at, let's see here. Let's put it at 295. I already have one at 298. I'll set another one here at $295 a share. So let's actually move on to some stocks now. And actually, before we talk about these earnings and these stocks, if you guys haven't gotten your free stocks yet for Moomoo, you can get up to 17 stocks using that link down below, or just by going to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up an account, you get one free stock, and if you deposit at least $100 on top of that one free stock, you get 4 additional stocks plus 2 free shares of either ticker symbol AI or BBAI. And if you deposit at least $1,000 on top of all those free stocks, you get an additional 10 free stocks, totaling up to 17 free stocks, depending on how much money you deposit into your account. So if you want to help out the channel and you want some free stocks, hey, use that link down below, or again, go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, let's continue on here. So this morning we had Best Buy report earnings. Let me actually pull that up and I'll show you guys. This company ended up reporting and their stock went down over 2% on the day, as you guys can see on the intraday chart. Talk about volatility. This company, the stock, closed at $82.75 roughly yesterday. The numbers came out. It dumped down to $79, and then it shot all the way up to the mid-80s, and we can see it kind of drifted off after that point to about the low 80s, which if you guys look here on the 4-hour chart, that's a big level of support for Best Buy, right around $80. If this were to, break, if we break that $80 mark, which, mind you guys, we do have a bit of a descending triangle forming here, not the best sign for the bulls. If we do break 80, there could be more downside. Keep that in mind. But we're not breaking 80 yet. We're not there yet. We shall see what it ends up doing. So they reported numbers this morning, and it looks like here they did adjusted EPS of $2.61, which beat the $2.11 estimate on revenue of $14.73 billion versus the $14.72. So they beat EPS and they beat on revenue, and it looks like here they see full year revenue of $43.8 to $45.2 billion, and they see adjusted EPS for the full year right around $5.70 to $6.50 versus the $6.71 estimated. So right off the bat, guys, I'm noticing EPS guidance is a little bit soft there. And in terms of same-store sales, they see them down for full year 24, down about 3 to 6%. Not the best sign there. And I'm not sure what the estimate is on guidance, but again, guidance for full year is right around $43.8 to $45.2 billion. Not sure if that's more or less than the estimate because, again, I'm not seeing the estimate here. But overall, guys, right off the bat, I'm noticing, again, a descending triangle on Best Buy. That's a little bit alarming. I'm a little bit worried about that, and we'll see if it does end up playing out. Again, if it breaks under $80, we could be seeing a legitimate leg down here on Best Buy. We also had Kroger this morning, which ended up breaking out of the moving averages, and we're moving out of this overall descending triangle. You can see we also have a descending triangle here on Kroger, so the fact that we took out the resistance point, we're at a multi-week high, that's a very good sign for the bulls here. And let's see what they actually ended up reporting. So it looks like they did 99 cents an adjusted EPS, which beat the 89-cent estimate on revenue of $34.82 billion versus, let's see here, the $34.91 billion estimated. So they beat EPS and they missed on revenue. So mixed earnings, mixed bag there for earnings. And Q4 same-store sales rose about 6.2%, which actually beat the 4.9% estimated. So that's probably a big reason why the stock is moving. And let's see anything else on guidance. They see full year 23 capital spending of $3.4 to $3.6 billion. Full year 23, they see adjusted free cash flow of $2.3 to $2.5 billion. Not bad. And for Q4 identical sales ex fuel, they did that increased rather 6.2%, while digital sales increased about 12%. So not too bad, guys. A little bit of a mixed earnings there. They missed on revenue barely, but clearly the stock is moving up as they see full year EPS outlook at $4.45 to $4.60 versus the $4.22 estimated. So pretty good EPS guidance there for Kroger. Solid same store sales for Q4. That's probably why the stock is moving like we're seeing it move right now. So let's see if that continues, guys. We do have a big resistance coming up at about $46. You guys see that. If we do take that out, more upside could be in store for Kroger. So keep your eyes on it. Ticker symbol KR. And we also had Macy's report today, which, my goodness, look at that. 11% green day for Macy's. It closed over $22 a share, and it's clearly breaking out of the moving averages here, and it looks like we're at a not a multi-week high, but, a 2-week high on the stock, which I guess technically is a multi-week high, right? So this is breaking out. It's looking pretty good. And granted, we do arguably have a Head and Shoulders potentially in the making. Keep that in mind, guys. I don't know for sure. We'll see what happens here at the neckline, which is right at about $23, $23.75. If we fail at that point, we might be seeing a dump off, but of course, if we get a push past, let's say, $24, this could be getting ready for another big move, or really the move that we're seeing right now could possibly continue. So I'm going to set my alert at $24 here on Macy's. We'll see where it goes. So if I pull the live news up, let's see what they ended up doing. So it looks like they did, let's see here, adjusted EPS of $1.88, which beat the $1.57 estimated on sales of $8.26 billion versus $8.25 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, beat on revenue. It looks like they see 2023 sales of around $23.7 billion versus the $24.4 billion. So a little bit under the estimate there for sales growth or sales guidance rather for full year 23. And if we come up a little bit more, full year EPS, where's that at? They see 2023 EPS of 367 of 411 versus the 378 estimated, so that's pretty good, above the estimate there on the top side or top end of that guidance. So not bad there for Macy's, guys. And again, keep your eyes on this potential Head and Shoulders in the making. It could be in the making. We don't know yet. We have to see what happens at $24 at that neckline. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo. All the details are linked down below. You could also get up to 12 stocks from Webull. And if you want to check out my Patreon for my Discord, you could also see my charts throughout the day. You could see me build out my Patreon portfolio. All of those links are down below. And full disclosure, guys, all those links help out the channel. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.